Welcome back to the stream, guys. Sorry, definitely was talking to myself there. Sometimes that happens. Early stream, early stream situations. We are back here. It is October 7th. I was just cleaning up the stream because I accidentally named it the wrong thing. Let's see if I can change it in. I don't think so. Here it is October 7th. I was just edit video. Oh dear. I'm gonna try. Hope this doesn't mess it up. I did put out a little tiny video about this. Just cleaning up a few things. Okay, refresh. Restream. Refresh. Run chat. One person watching. Okay. Anyways, that was a lot of boring stuff. And for some reason, well, I know lots of reasons why the studio's too small. But the studio's about to get a lot smaller because my landlord is wanting us to all move out so he can sell the house. So we're all moving out. It's a sad day. I've lived in this space quite a long time, and I don't know, not going to be able to find as much space for the cost. So I'm either going to pay more or I'm going to have less room. So we'll see how this all goes and turns out. But for now, I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm just looking for houses every day, and then we'll figure it out. But today's word is weave. So let's jump over into let's drop the display capture. Oh man, there's too much going on there. This one. How is it so much? Why is it over there too? Should be right here. Is it full screen? I could always do that. There we go. Perfect. Right. There's the official prompt list. Yay. So today's word is weave, which is up there at number 2. And we're going to learn a little bit about weave. I haven't done any prior research, but I think we'll be okay. We'll give it its best shot. It'd be funny if the first word up there was weave and I said I didn't do any prior research. Telling lies. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the word weave. What is a weave? What is the meaning of word weave? Weave in slang. What does weave stand for? Let's just go to the good old Webster's just to see what we're working with. Now, like I thought like maybe weave web which would be cool. I could spell something with the web. Just trying to think of something that I can do out of like I gotta kind of one shot it because I'm not using pencil, I'm just using ink all the way through. I have to stay confident, but I will probably make mistakes that I'm gonna have to fix. But yesterday we did a pretty good job. I'll show you yesterday's drawing. It's pretty decent. Let's read some of these. So, to form cloth by interlacing strands of yarn, to make cloth or loom, interlacing, warping, and filling threads, to interlace into cloth, to make intertwining, such as a basket, used of spiders and insects to interlace, especially to form textured fabric or design, to produce by elaborate combing elements, to unite or coherent whole, to introduce appropriate elements, work in, usually used with into, to direct something such as body in or widening or zigzag course, especially to avoid obstacles. Weave cloth, weaving, weave side to side. But these wavering, to move waveringly from side to side, sway, weaving, verb 2, woven, a hair extension, usually the length of natural or synthetic hair that is sewn into natural hair after it becomes it after it has been braided into cornrows. Interesting. I didn't know that you have to braid it into cornrows, and then I guess that makes sense though. And then you weave the. That makes more sense to me now. Learn something new every day, you know? What are you going to do? All right, anyways, let's check back and see over in chat. Sometimes we get chatter from YouTube, not very often. Let's go back to the word weave. Let's go and see some images of weaving. So I did see a lot of people making like weave textile patterns, which are pretty cool. It wasn't too hard to do this, but it's very square. Like this one goes this way, and then the next one goes the other way, and then this one goes this way. And then you can make this like textured, woven pattern. I kind of want to do. See, and like this is where a weave starts, I guess. Wow, your head is holding so much extra hair. What a headache. What a headache. I just feel like that hurts my head just looking at it. She's smiling though, so good for her. So I saw some pattern building that was pretty similar to that. A loom would be cool to draw, but very ambitious. Very ambitious. Like this is like, this picture right here is kind of loom status. Here's a hand loom. Okay. Um, so pictures aren't going to help us much. We have hair. We have weave. At first, I wanted to do a three-eyed Medusa because that was my thought process is like to do Medusa but give her three eyes. But that's not weave. Even though I would want to think like snakes like weave in and out, which they do. But then I was thinking I could do braids, but braids aren't really, it's not really a weave. A weave can be anything as long as it's sewn into the scalp. Oh man. That's like no wonder I would be angry too. That's like looks painful. Oh, a loom is like another toy for an autistic kid. Like, really? Hey, we're gonna make this tapestry loom. It's $500. I really want to start making things. At least if I see one at a thrift store, I'll be like, that's a $500 loom. I was thinking basket since Sharon is coming tomorrow, or obstacle course, but too hard. Oh yeah, weaving baskets because my aunt weaves baskets. But I got a half piece of paper. I don't know what style I want to do it in. This is a great advertisement for these guys if you want to learn how to weave. Look at that, you can make this beautiful textile. I bet you it took like 1,000 hours to make, and then like you have to be like skilled. Like that looks like a very skilled picture, like right? No, am I just look at that. You gotta be doing some skills. That's cool though. I really like the color setup. And it's really not that much. It's simple. I feel like simple is cool too. Just go with the flow. Very abstract though, still, you know. Anyways, loom would be cool to draw. Complicated. I like it though. I like that industrialized looking version of the loom. Oh, that's it. That's all I get to see. You want me to spend $40,000 on this thing? You can't let me see what it looks like. You don't want me to reverse engineer it because there's one in the world. What the heck? But like it looks like a monster. That's why I like it. You know, because they always said like looms were how children lost their arms when they were kids. They would work with the loom. I wouldn't see how. Was it the loom? Some machine that their hands could fit in better. It doesn't have to be fancy. See, there's a child using a loom there. That loom is like the outside weaving with loom, Denver Art Museum. You could do it at the Denver Art Museum, you know, if you wanted. Let's go to Denver and check out the art museum now. We gotta go. Wouldn't that be crazy if like I just left and was like, all right, now I'm at the Denver Art Museum live, showing you what art is here. But you can't film in most art museums. I have some footage from some art museums. I have some cool footage from some random places that you're not supposed to have footage at. But I have like a little bit of footage of Starry Night somewhere. I only got caught because I left my little red light on the camera. Anyways, I gotta start on this project in 9 minutes, whether I like it or not. See, that's the one. That's the picture. Oh no. We're gonna get copyright infringement. Oh, they're gonna show us some loom situation. No, I like that shot. Where was it? That was great. It's from like the craziest angle. No. Only 3 minutes. Oh, she's gotta do something with her feet too. Where's the thumbnail? Dang it. There's no thumbnail. Like, this is the best picture, but there's no thumbnail of it. And it's a terrible picture. So many ways to beat the system. It's a really weird angle. Do you think that's possible to draw? It'd be better to draw long ways, huh? Her bonnet. I can't give her 3 eyes. It's gonna be so hard to give her 3 eyes. Because she looks like a normal person. I don't know. It seems boring. It seems boring. Yeah, I like these pictures of these skeleton harp looking things. So small. Hand looms. And bracelets. I gotta have an idea. 5 minutes. Oh, weave what? I was thinking about somebody weaving all over the road, like in a car. You could draw the back end, like with movement. And the dog course, of course. The web would be pretty easy, but I feel like that brings us back to like years past when I think one of the first words was like spider, and I'm doing another spider theme thing. Maybe it could be better. It'd be weird if a spider only had 3 eyes, though, because I think spiders have 8 eyes. But I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm giving everything 3 eyes. And nothing has 3 eyes. There's no animal in the world that's like, oh yeah, we got 3 eyes. Yep. Everything's got two. There's no like one-eyed things either. Um, let's do a quick search on woven rope. And some more samples of texture. I know a trick to do braids, which I'll show you guys. But I don't know if I don't know if I want to do braids. Do I want to do like playing cards, like giant playing cards, like this one? Is one. The other one's the next one. Let's get started with just looking at what we did yesterday versus what we're gonna do. So let's jump over into the studio. Fortunately, the studio all has to come down, but we have a little bit of time before that has to happen. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw still. Maybe I should try to sorry guys. Maybe I should try to do the string one with the lady in the bonnet. I kind of like that pose. It's going to be hard to fit in this corner section, and then the strings need to go. No, I have to look at the picture again. There we go. You guys can see it up here. So it'd be much better if I did it from like this angle. But, right, and then I could just draw it this way. Draw more of the loom pieces this way. Draw her in the background. She's a very loom-like style. Like, I would see her at the other side of a loom. And I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's who looks like should be using a loom. But if I want to keep them all like the same, I feel like I should do it this way. Which means I don't like this picture for the adventure. Oh man, it's 8:30. I don't know what I'm gonna do still. So I guess let's start here. I'll show you how I've learned how to do braided hair, which is kind of cool. I knew how to do this before, but it had been some time since I had done it. Oh, sorry. I gotta also real quick. Oh, not real quick. Real quick. Grab my phone. Throw it on the carousel so I can make a video later. This is good for that. It's good for this. Should back this up just a little bit for everyone at home. There we go. Oh no, there's a phone in my face. In the chat, I guess it looks like I'm using it as a microphone. It's gonna be hard to draw around it, but we'll figure it out. It's normally whatever. There's a million things to do. I have no idea what I want to draw for this one. I have to have an idea. I have to start. Okay, let's start somewhere. What's going on here? That's why. Sorry, guys. I should have set this up before. Okay, good. Better. Not slow mo, time lapse. Oh man, it's pretty gray. It's okay. All right. So let's go over some techniques to draw braids. You are really right in my face, aren't you? In my face, in her face. Okay. I shouldn't have it do is go higher. I don't have to worry about it so much. Stop. Oh man. That's way too much. It's good. It's great. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Oh man. Do I have to do so many stupid things? Okay, great. I need it like in between that and two, but whatever. Yeah, good. Now, braids. So let's grab our other piece of artwork that we've been working on, because it's good to just add things to things. Especially practice work. So I've been working on this piece, but let's just give you a quick braid tutorial. I think I'm going to just draw it down the side here of this paper, maybe in the air somewhere. Okay, so they say just draw a zigzag. Oh no, now I forgot how to do it. No, I seriously forgot how to do it. Does it go? Does it go peak to peak? Now we gotta watch a video because I forgot. I watched it earlier today and then I totally blanked on how to do it. It should just be like that. Where else is it gonna go? It has to go back into itself because that's what a braid does. It goes back into itself. Well, if it's wrong, then we'll know. So something like that, I think, is how they did it. I think I did it wrong. I think that's wrong. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't even show you. I think that's wrong. It's real sketched out, but I think we need to consult our friend the YouTube, and you can look up a real quick short. I'm embarrassed because I actually looked this up and tried to figure it out before the stream. I was like, I'm going to show them how to do something. So I watched this one. It still looks weird. So you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do the zigzag. And then you're supposed to... Oh, you connect it to... Hold on. Let's review. You connect it to the side. Yeah, I did it wrong. So let's try that again. Great. Now I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that later. Okay, let's try again. What are we gonna do with this time? Let's put a braid. Well, first of all, I need to kind of square this off. Like he's in a window. I feel like he needs a little bit more closure to this bunny. And like why he just abruptly finishes. But I think if I put him in like a window like structure, it won't be so off putting. You know? Are we watching this video over and over again? It's good though, because you really need to watch it, I guess, more than once. Because I watched it once, I was like, that looks easy. And then, you know, there's been times in my life I've regretted those words. Oh, that's easy. You know, but can't be the star of the show if you don't say that in the crowd of people. Is chat not updating? Should I just quiet? She's probably just drawing. She probably got started. Okay, anyways, now that I'm done with doing that part, back to my braid. So they do like a zigzag. I don't know where I want to do it. Let's do it coming out of here. They do a zigzag. Right? And then they go and this one to this one and this one to this one and this one to this one and this one to this one, this one to this one. And then it goes I don't know how this one starts. This one to this one, this one to this one, this one to this one. Right, that's woven. And then what do? They color in this edge and this edge. They color in this edge, this edge. So they color in this edge and this edge. Right? Color in this edge and this edge. I think that's what we're doing. I think I probably should have used a bigger tried to draw it a little bit bigger. I don't know what to do. I still think the Medusa with the snakes weaving on her head in like a weave fashion, maybe woven out of material, or their necks are made out of braids. That was my plan, was to make their necks out of braids, but I mean that looks decent. And I didn't even stick to the rule because I started running out of. That looks decent as a braid. I just want to draw an eyeball right here. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. Let's draw our character today and incorporate the word weave into it. Oh my goodness, we're at 43 and I haven't even started drawing. So ready to roll up the sleeves and get to work. And talk too much. Okay, quickly we're just going to quick line our first line in here. Now we're going to come down. I'm like drawing with my whole body right now. You're supposed to just draw with your elbow, but I was like pulling back like I was shifting in my car. Oh, bummer. Okay, we're done watching this girl with Trump braids. She's gonna get 500 million views on our account. Okay. This is gonna be terrible. We'll try. Um, let's look up real quick. And it is weaving at some point, but they call it a different name. And that's okay because we're just gonna roll with it. Um, my computer. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, there we go. You guys can't see it because I turned off the display capture. But I think I'm gonna do this shot of a Medusa knitting while I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be bad. That's okay. We're in it to win it. Especially not doing a base drawing at all. We're really gonna just try to ride the whip here. And we got less than 15 minutes. Oop, and I'm dripping ink everywhere. Great Lord Almighty, I'm a mess. Okay, here we go. There's ink all over this thing now because I left it in the quill. I think I got something in my eye. Oh, I'm falling apart. Here's where the stream ends. I'm gonna cancel myself by accident. Okay, so hands knitting. This is gonna be really hard to do, but I'm gonna try to freehand it, and we're gonna go for it. So we got the back of the hand. We got the hand that comes up from the side. We got knuckle 1, knuckle 2, knuckle 3, knuckle 4. Then we have a finger that does some weird, like, crooked finger thing. And that starts out pretty far back here. Where this finger is kind of coming out and holding it all together. This might be really ugly. Then so we have Then the last part of the shape is this little shape that comes to the bottom little finger. Okay, it's not pretty, but it's gonna take shape. It's gonna take shape. Because hands aren't the easiest to draw. And then these hands are in like really interesting positions. So she has a ring on her finger, which goes this way, which will help us bring some definition and shape to her hand, really. What we want to do with that ring, I don't know at this point, but we're going to bring this finger in like so. Okay, then we have our knitting needle that's going to go. Oh, of course, I'd run out of ink. Not a great time. Not a great time. It's okay. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm gonna draw faster than that. We got 9 minutes. Okay. So the other hand, so this hand, there's some, you can see the tip of the needle. It's coming out. Right, and then this hand, there's a finger on the tip of it. Need to dab off a little bit. There's too much ink on it. Tip of the finger, back, and then down. This finger makes this shape, goes back this way. The nail on that is pretty much on that side. And we got the side of the finger, and then the whole side of the finger, and then that goes back at the knuckle. And we have pinky that's tucked under here with the nail, and she just has her pinky tucked under, kind of. It goes back to normal form here. Then we're going to get it going backwards. Then we got the inside of the hand. So we also need the top finger, which is holding the thread. So don't forget about that. Wow, this has been an ambitious adventure. And the nail on that one is like this too. So don't get too weird with it. This one is kind of like that. And the front part of that finger goes that way. And this goes this way. We have more rings on this hand. Like I said, sometimes that brings like a little bit of definition. We got like a crease. And we should draw on the bumps. There's really no bumps on this one. Just comes off to the side of the hand. That hand goes down. Oh man. Speaking about hands. Surprise, surprise, the stream's gonna go over time. Oh. There we go. That's a better picture. Now, after I've already cemented in all the things, okay, now we need this one, this needle to go underneath this one, and then it needs to go through her hand, but there's got to be some yarn on here. And then it goes out this way for God knows how long. But we're just going to imagine big because it's more fun. It's more fun to imagine big. Oh, did I mess up Pinky up? No, I didn't. Like, the side of the hand comes out to be there. Then you got like another hand here. And then you can see the thumb a little bit here, but you're going to have cloth and woven fabric here. You're going to have a piece of string go around here. You have a bit of a mess in here. Okay, but we need a string coming off here. I'm just trying to make it as correct as possible. Maybe this should be braided, or give a look that it is braided. Okay. Those hands aren't too bad. They're not great. They're not too bad though. Looking pretty good there. Alright, and dip again. We're going to try to replicate this fabric. So here we go. So underneath here we have the big chunk of the fabric. Got a fresh tip there. And on this side we're going to see that the fabric is held behind her hand, bunches up a little bit because she's holding it kind of like with her pinky and this finger. Does a sweeping motion this way and then comes back around this way. My dimensions are very off, but we'll be alright. Okay. If you're new to this channel, I'm sorry. I know I said I was going to be over at a certain time, but if you're old to this channel, you know that that time is very tentative. It isn't very tentative. It's rare that I actually ever end on time. Just trying to put a little bit of definition into the fingers. Like this is actually probably a thinner finger. And it's casting a shadow on that. Okay. Good, so now we have our hands. doing some weaving here. Okay. That picture's really small and very far away. It's 9 o'clock. um, if you gotta roll, I understand. I get it. Uh-oh. See where we're at. It looks like we're okay. All right, back to Mindful Makers, benefits of knitting. I bet you there's a lot of benefits of knitting. One of my students knitted me a scarf. It's actually a really nice scarf too. Okay, so what is the pattern we're seeing? It's ribbed, but we're getting it's folded too. So it's coming up to these places and then stopping. So like we draw an imaginary line maybe here underneath this finger where it's gonna fold every so often, okay? And then we're gonna have another one that's right underneath this finger. It's being caused. I'm just putting dots to kind of signify where it's going to get darker and what's going to be happening to it as I draw the texture in. So I know when to a little bit more about how it's going to line up, because we really just need to draw some lines, some little bit of squiggles in between these areas, but getting darker at those spots, right? And then it'll look pretty woven. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Because it's just a little bit of shadow, so I'm hoping if I just do like a little bit of squiggly, a little bit of squiggly, but then maybe darker over here. It goes all the way to the end, right? But the end's a little bit different, so let's just leave that. She needs even weaving situations. I messed up because I did not do a good job on that. Just creating texture. You have no choice when you're working with. So you kind of want to make like an imaginary shadow, I think. I think that's going to be my best bet with working on this. I don't know if this is going to look woven, but we're gonna try. Maybe that just looks more striped. But you like only have shadow on one spot, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So we need to do the same thing, but I need to actually make sure the dots are sometimes it's hard to draw when I'm gonna try to put bigger waves on everything. They shouldn't all be straight, right? They should have some character to them. So we're going to try to push it a little bit more, a little bit more character. Okay. What are we thinking? Is that looking like a good weave pattern? Maybe, maybe not. Man, these hands are hard to do, but we're doing it. And so this hand's pinching a string that's coming from over here. And that's going back around, coming down and looping here. And there's one coming up here. And then there's like a link, a link, a link, a link, a link here. And then we got a zigzag and a zigzag and another zigzag and another zigzag and a zigzag. Because it's all coming down and getting kind of bunched up right here underneath this hand. And there's also threads going this way. So there's just a lot going on over there in that section, which is honestly normal. Oh man, it's already 9:07. Okay, let's finish up our last one. I think our weaving part looks good. I think we should just do it all the way out to the edge though, to be honest, but let's just let's kind of get this done. So this pushes around a little bit, some through, but kind of like that. These are kind of our biggest threads, and then it like, I don't know, we'll be fine. We're just gonna go for it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing really is. It just needs to give the illusion of what it should be. And as long as it's giving, because that's all drawing is giving a viewer an illusion of what you want them to see. And obviously, all we're going to get to see is a pair of hands knitting, which, to be honest, I kind of think is cool. I like just the blank, just the blank part. Oh, I was supposed to give myself some. Every bend has like a little bump on it, so even if I do go out to the end, I would like to put like some texture on the edge. Whoops. Yep. Well, there we go. What are we gonna do? I think it takes a lot of time to knit a scarf. That's really nice. Yeah. No, it was really nice of him to knit me a scarf. He's an awesome student of mine, and he's really cool. He always told me I took so much time to help him, and I really did try to help him a lot. So he knit me a scarf. I was like, oh, okay, man. Thanks for the scarf. I can show it to you. It's an amazing scarf. I have it. It's hanging up. I don't wear it. I don't really wear scarves all that much, which is really the more unfortunate part. And just so you know, we're cleaning up for the night. Um, I like it. I just like the hands. Um, I don't know why. I feel like it's just a cool drawing. It's detailed. It's really small. I might want to like outline the hands a little bit more though, just real quick while we're here. That's gonna be pretty much it for this one. I know it wasn't super exciting. Yeah, like I launched a video on Facebook yesterday to try to like get people excited, or even know that I even stream stuff like this. I don't know if anyone knows. I don't really tell anyone. So here it comes back like this. Some some fat onto that finger by hopefully adding some black. What I really want to do is kind of strengthen our line work here. And so now it's time to like actually add the darker line on the sides that are like, and I have such a hard time pushing like the shape. I really need to add the shading because then it would make the shape look a lot better. But I'm always so afraid to add the shading because there's like a little curve that goes right here that makes this finger the finger it is, but its shadow of this one messed it up. So now it looks terrible. Looks wrong. What I'll do is I'm going to finish tracing this, adding a little bit more fuzz and texture to this fabric that we have here, and then getting a darker line here. Oh, there's like a crease that goes up on this hand, like right there, and then one right here. And then it goes right there. And this can come down. Yeah. Do I want to draw a ring? Maybe just a simple one? Just leave space for it. She's got a ring on it. Somebody loves her. Just trying to bring a little bit more. A little bit more depth into those hands. I kind of want to like try to tape it off and make like a ghost image, or just splatter in like the shape of something. But in reality, I'm supposed to be sticking on my to my three-eyed person situation. And maybe tomorrow I will finish that. I feel like I need to give that a little bit more of a test run than what I have given this. This had no test run. This was just find a picture, try to draw it. What do we think? Good? Solid? Alright guys, we are done for the night. Like I said, thanks for watching. Let me see if I can pull up my viewers submission. I'm gonna stop that time lapse. It's probably not that interesting, but we will probably upload it anyways. Let's go to text messages. Let's pull up the text message. Okay. So we got, okay, so this is what my mom ended up doing. And she did a puppy weaving. Oh, come on. Focus. There it is. Focus. Puppy weaving through a fence. Pretty cool. Nice and creative. That's cool. Very nice. It's fun that my mom's doing Inktober with me this year. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy October 2nd. Only 28 more days to go. It's going to be exhausting. It's going to be exhausting. And I'm going to have to really stay motivated to work on this project. I think looking at my calendar, the only day I'm going to be missing is the 31st, which is actually Halloween. I plan on going out and maybe doing something on the 31st. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Um, Ideally, I would like to find a place in November. A new studio, a new place to set up. I will be setting up the studio again, of course, so I can bring you more art streams and we can do art together. Um, I don't know what the purpose of these streams are. I still really need to figure it out. Last week, we had some viewers, but like they said, there's not a whole lot of content to this stream. Um, in October, there is. For Inktober, there's more content because there's something to write about. And every once in a while, I'll do something. But I guess since I've been back from vacation, there hasn't been a lot of like solid content, a lot of like things going all over the place. But I'm gonna try to bring better content. Let's check out what tomorrow's word is, just so we can get ready. I might just take this weave one to work tomorrow with me and sketch out the face I want, and then come back and ink it and have it done by tomorrow. I'm gonna have to kind of double time it, but we'll be all right. Okay, so tomorrow's word, I know it's tiny here, but if you could see it, it's going to be the word crown. So tomorrow's going to be the word crown. Draw a king. So tomorrow should be fun. A little bit easier than today. Today's was a little bit hard, right? The word weave, but I think overall, like it came out pretty nice. Um, Came out kind of cool. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. We will see you next time. Hopefully, you have a great night. I'll see you back here tomorrow to do it again, and we will be drawing the word crown. If you guys want to join along, you can join along. You could probably even email me uh, your drawings and share them with other people. Yeah, I don't know why I really like the just the hands part with no one there. I feel like if I can make these all like characters, it'd be really cool. I was gonna theme them like three-eyed characters. Oh, I do have. I did bring home the three-eyed character sketch, which I'll show you guys real quick because these are actually pretty cool. So this is where this all started and where we are right now. But I was sketching three-eyed characters the other day. So like here's the three-eyed turtle, which I really like. It's a little bit robotic. He could use a little fatness, but I was really just like worried about um, space. I'm really just trying to draw different eyes. And then I did, this was the one I started with, this three-eyed puppy dog, because I still can't figure out how to get a good eye, a cartoon eye. Because they're supposed to sit in here, in these cavities, the down cavities, but it's hard to draw a face with the down cavities because that doesn't, three eyes doesn't make any sense. So the bunny one I really like. I feel like that one came out really good. And I think I really want to start doing a three-eyed bunny for Bunny and Alien. I think the three-eyed bunny would be really cool. Um And then I did a three-eyed clown. This one looks like it's kind of just splitting though. Right, like what's going on? And then I did a three-eyed lion. But like I tried to do different eyes on all of them, but I don't know what's good. So then I did a really long-eyed one. I think this is seven eyes. That works out good for some reason where there's noses, enough noses, and then I was gonna do all Pinocchio noses. Big head for like lots of brains. Um, and then if you notice, all these guys go from winking, like these would go in an animation series almost, except for these two go looking down. So like the eye starts looking up and then it closes. It's like a carousel of eyes. Anyways, so these were kind of the starts. There's a shark over here, and then there's like this fish, but I don't know. It's going to be hard to translate them all into characters that look like this when our words are words like murky. Deer would be cool. Three-eyed deer would be cool. Pierce would be, I don't know, not too bad. Could do a face with a lot of piercings. Could do starfish. We got heavy, sweep, sting. I don't know if I can do them all character based. This might be too hard. I could do a starfish face man with starfish stuck to his face. Reckless, heavy. Or Nate, I could do a bunch of badges on somebody, like a captain or colonel. I don't know, it might be too hard to get. Yeah, three-eyed king with a crown. That's what I'm going to probably try to do tomorrow. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Day has already been long, and happy Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, and we will be all done with the week, which will be great. Time for the weekend. Might go look at a couple places to rent. I don't know. Ideally, like I said, November would be the best time to move, which would be great for me. I don't want to push it to December, but I would rather almost push it to December, just depending on how everything pans out. The good thing is that the day job makes me enough money that I can kind of shop around, and I actually could afford a place, maybe with not so much noise as we do the streams. So life could be looking up, but I would really want to find like a mother-in-law's house that's behind someone's house, or like not attached, if I can get away with it. But I can also live with people again and do shared living, if it comes down to it. So we'll see. Do I want to upgrade life? The problem with upgrading life is the travel gets less, and do I want to travel still during the summers and be gone? I gotta make some decisions. Maybe it'd be a good idea to stay in Seattle for a summer, because I never do. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you here tomorrow night to do the word crown. Good night.
You're My Best Friend Tour.
Oh, no.